President and my distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Mohammed's conception regarding purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and the international community. I want to state here also that some of my colleagues' names have been missing, and I think that should be reflected after the motion in the votes and proceedings. So I'll go ahead to read the motion, which is the urgent need to correct misconception regarding purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and the international community. The Senate is aware that Nigeria is a multi-ethnic, multi-religious federation whose unity and stability depends on mutual respect, tolerance, and accurate representation of its national realities. Concerned about the increasing circulation, both domestically and internationally, of the narrative alleging an ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria, amplified by some advocacy groups, foreign media, and religious networks. Also concerned that such narrative, though often arising from genuine concern, risks oversimplifying Nigeria's security challenges, deepening sectorial suspicion, and creating negative perception of the country in the international community. Note that Nigeria continues to face insurgency, terrorism, banditry, communal violence, and criminal attacks which have tragically claimed the lives of both Christians and Muslims. Just few examples. In Plateau in July, violent attacks on farming community, predominantly Christian, led to over deaths of 20 or more and destruction of properties. In Katsina, Zamfara, and even Sokoto and Kebbi, there has been reported killings recently of Muslims, mainly, and in fact, in some instances, in a mosque that is in their prayer place. In Borno State, my state, recently, over 53 people, all Muslims, were killed in Dar es Jamal. Just last week, in my local government, Kirawa which constitutes majority Muslims, about 95 or more %, were completely displaced and they had to run to Cameroon. Unfortunately, it was reported that they were Christians. And I don't think there are Christians among them because I'm from that local government. In Kaduna State, we have this issue of banditry in Kaduna South particularly, but not directed to a particular religion. So we also note that the Nigerian Constitution of the Federal Republic, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, guarantees freedom of religion, equal protection under law, and obliges the state to protect lives and properties of citizens irrespective of faith and ethnicity. Recognizes the importance of transparent communication, interfaith solidarity, and fact-based reporting in countering extremist propaganda and preventing sectarian division. Mindful of the recent discussion in the United States particularly, and United States Senate and Congress particularly on religious freedom, including moves to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which is known as CPC. And I want to state here that Nigeria was placed on that by the current president, Donald Trump. And it was during the government of Biden that Nigeria was removed. The implication of this is somewhat And I hope my colleagues will understand that. Then affirm that while Nigeria faces security challenges, these are not defined by religion alone, but by complex mix of terrorism, criminality, and social economic factors. Accordingly, urge the federal government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, security agencies, and other relevant stakeholders to enhance transparent and data-driven public communication, providing verified casual figures and the context, and counter the misinformation. For example, what I read about the submission of Ted Cruz was that over 50,000 Christians were killed. But to me, it may be more or it may be less. But the UNDP authentically gave the figure from 2009 to date as 350,000 deaths occurred as a result of Boko Haram terrorists and all that attack. 2, call on religious leaders, civil societies organizations, and Nigerian media, as well as foreign media, to communicate responsibly, avoiding language that could inflame sectorial division while fostering dialogue, unity, and mutual trust. Example of this is just yesterday, the CAN made a statement that it is not true. The same thing today. There's social media information going around that Christians are being persecuted. This is coming originally from the American Senate, and this Senate or the National Assembly have a responsibility. Now, 3, mandate the Committee on Foreign Affairs, National Security to collaborate with executive in developing a coordinated national communication strategy to present accurate information on security and interfaith relations. Engage constructively, and that is very important, Mr. Senate President, distinguished colleagues. This is coming from the US Congress originally. On the 2nd of October, the Canadian Parliament also expressed concern through their leaders. The House has passed a resolution on this matter, Resolution 594 in the US Congress, and it has also been referred to their Foreign Relations Committee. Andrew Scheer, who is the leader of the opposition in the Canadian Parliament, brought this matter forward on the 2nd of October 2025. The US Congress Foreign Affairs Committee have been given that responsibility in March. Ted Cruz, most recently, and some others, 5 senators, all Republicans, have also led their colleagues in condemning.
What page? What page is that?
Sir?
What page?
It's additional information.
I didn't hear you.
Okay, you need it.
What page? What page are you reading now?
It's additional information.
But you should give us a written. You should give us a written document. You are debating your own motion.
Yes. No, I'm not debating. I'm providing more information.
No, but it should be in writing.
Okay.
I think you should first stick to what you have on paper. So
okay.
Until we go into debate. Because
okay, and lastly, I'm even done, Mr. President.
Okay. Then I thank you.
Promote interfaith peace-building programs that emphasize shared experiences and losses. And then finally, urge the federal government to ensure justice and accountability for the victims of violent attacks, irrespective of religion, ethnicity, as a means of addressing impunity promoting reconciliation and strengthening public confidence in the institution. Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, before I stand, and you said this, I should stick to the information on the motion. But as I want to say, Mr. President, if some of us know or some of us don't know, as I stand before you, I am a product of both religion. My mother is a Christian.
I thought we should have a seconder. Let somebody second this motion. Then we can now subject it
Would
to
I have the chance
debates
again to talk about it?
No. The procedure.
Okay. So be it.
It's a motion.
I therefore move the motion that this Senate needs to urgently correct the misinformation on the purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and in the international community. I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder? Dismiss Senator Wamako.
Aliyu, representative of North. Mr. President, the co-sponsor of this very motion, I wish to second the entirety of this motion is ably moved by my colleague, Senator Ali Ndume. In doing so, Mr. President, let me admit that I subscribe to the entire content of the bill and motion, including the poor press they are containing. And I just too take the motion as serious as give the serious attention it deserves, because this is outright misinformation aimed at destroying our nation. One of the write-ups I have come across in this matter is saying that about 100 charges are banned in Nigeria every month. It's about 3 per day in Nigeria. Unfortunately, where I come from, there's no charge that was ever banned. People killed in Sokoto and Parag. No, not all of them are Muslims and not Christians. This investigation, Mr. President, cannot be allowed to continue as it is. We must take decisive steps to ensure that we readdress the reality of what is ongoing in Nigeria, that the global community will have true education of what Nigeria is or what Nigeria should be, what its policy is in Nigeria. Thank you. I so second, Mr. President. I so second the motion, Mr. President. Thank you.
Distinguished Senator.
Mr. President, my dear colleagues, my name is Suleiman Abrahaman Kawu Sumaila, representing Kanu South Senatorial District from Kanu. Mr. President, I am one of the co-sponsors of this motion, and I 100% align myself with the content and prayer of this motion. Mr. President, I believe, and it is very common knowledge to us, that nobody is supporting crime or any act of terrorism in Nigeria. The government and the good people of Nigeria are doing their own best to make sure that we are living in a very peaceful and conducive atmosphere. In our constituencies, which may surprise some of Nigerians, is that I have so many Christians in my own constituency, over 50 churches from my own constituency, and we are living peacefully with them. There was nobody is complaining. And they are from Kanu. They have their churches. When you go to Kanu, even the municipality of Kanu, you will find out that there are so many churches and Christian center, and they are doing their activities day in, day out. And in some cases, our governors or previous governors are in one way or the other join hands with them to provide security to entire Kanu. Some of the leaders of Kanu in my own state are members of the Security Council, and they are members of our traditional institution. They are doing their own best. It is a surprise for us to hear a Congress like United States Congress, where all of us were frauding, to come up with this kind of bill, where most of Nigerians are very ignorant on the content and the intent of the bill, which, with your permission, Mr. President, I will read the prayer or the intent of the bill, which if for any reason they pass it, it will be a very dangerous to us, both the Christian and Muslim. One, the bill is Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act of 2025. Specifically will impose targeted sanctions against Nigerians officials who facilitate violence against Christians and other religious minorities, including by Islamic terrorist group. Impose targeted sanctions against Nigerians officials who impose Sharia and blasphemy laws in their state. Requires the Secretary of State to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Country of particular concern. Then requires the Secretary of State to ensure that Boko Haram and the ISIS West Africa remain designated and the entities of particular concern, which we all...
So guys, Senator Ndume has fired back at US Senator Ted Cruz over alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria. So guys, you know this, US Senator Cruz, guys, he came out to say that, Nigerians are being, or Christians in Nigeria are being killed, guys. So once again, Nigeria finds itself as the center of international scrutiny, guys. This time it's over a controversial claim by US Senator Ted Cruz, alleging that Christians in Nigeria are facing genocide. But Nigerian Senator Ali Ndume isn't having it, he's calling out the claims as false, misleading and dangerous to Nigerians' image. So guys, in this video, we'll break down what happened, what Ndume said, and the deeper implication of this growing diplomatic tension. So, US Senator Ted Cruz recently raised alarms, suggesting that Nigeria is witnessing a Christian genocide. He cited a series of attacks on Christian community, pointing fingers at what he described as religious persecution tolerated by the Nigerian government. The statement has since sparked outrage across diplomatic and political cycles, guys, with many Nigerians accusing Cruz of oversimplifying a complex issue. Guys, it's not just only this UK senator. Other people have also come out to say that, Christians are mostly killed. In fact, these bad guys mostly target Christians. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Drop a comment section. Let me know if you feel, that Christians are mostly targeted. So now, in response, Senator Ali Ndume, a ranking lawmaker and one of Nigeria's most outspoken voice of national security, took to Channels Television Policies today to firmly dismiss the allegation. According to Ndume, he said Ted Cruz's statements are unfounded and capable of misrepresenting Nigeria's security reality before the international community. He said there is no genocide against Christians in Nigeria. What we are facing is a broader security challenge that affects everyone, Muslim, Christian, and people of other faiths alike. So this is what Ndume said. Ndume also emphasized that the violence in Nigeria is not religiously, that's what he said. He said it's not religiously motivated at its core. He pointed to the activities of bandits, Boko Haram, insurgents, and communal conflicts driven by economic hardship and territorial disputes. In his view, labeling it as Christian genocide overshadows the real issue, poverty, terrorism, and weak governance that fuels insecurity across the nation. Guys, do you believe what Senator Ali Ndume is saying? Because many people have come out to say that Christians are mostly being killed in Nigeria. So now, security experts agree that Nigeria's crisis is, multidimensional, involving ethnic tension, land use conflict and extremist ideologies, while Christians have indeed suffered severe attack. So have Muslim community in Borno and Zamfara, Kaduna, and Ndume argues that Cruz framing risks deepening division rather than promoting solution. So guys, our problem are not just about Christianity or Islam. They're about criminality and failure of leadership. That is just it. It's not about Christ. It's about, okay, what are they doing to stop the insecurity going on? Okay, if it's Muslims are the ones involved or Christians, whether Muslim or Christian, no one is good. No one deserves to die. So what are they doing to stop insecurity? These bad guys. Guys, this is not the first time American lawmakers have accused Nigeria of religious persecution. In previous years, US officials placed Nigeria on a watch list for religious freedom violations, a move Nigeria government strongly opposed with Cruz's latest comments. The tension between the perception and reality may once again challenge diplomatic ties. And the Ndume defense is both patriotic and strategic. He insists that rather than external accusation or external accusation, what Nigeria needs is international support from intelligence, equipment, and humanitarian aid to address the roots of insecurity. Guys, in his word, he said, we need understanding, not condemnation. Guys, what do you think about what Ali Ndume said? Because from my view, no one needs or no one deserves to be to be killed. No one, be it Christian, be it any tribe, any religion at all. No one deserves to be killed. So what we want is Nigeria should fix their insecurity problem. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Let's talk under the comment section. Drop your opinion under the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.